Hi students, we are discussing the different ecosystem. Almost it's come to close, and the last few subheadings is there. That is the mangrove ecosystem. Mangrove ecosystem. It's a coringa ecosystem. It's there in the Bay of Bengal, around 150 kilometers away from the Visakhapatnam. So we'll discuss this. And what is the biotic components? We already discussed. What is in biotic components? Producers, consumers, and decomposers. And abiotic components talks about the non-living things. And finally, the desert ecosystem and forest ecosystem. Mangrove ecosystem. Coringa. Mangrove ecosystem, one of the most productive ecosystem. So it's located in the seashore. You can see the plenty of mangroves in the seashores. I think in higher classes also, this they are called as nematophores. Nematophores are knees. In 10th class, aerial roots. These roots will grow in the muddy area. So this is different. So mangroves. So mangrove ecosystems, one of the most productive ecosystems. One of the most productive ecosystem. Actually, they will grow in the like a forest. They will grow in the bogs, when in the seashores, where the plenty of water is available. So like very full of plants. You can see full greenery. You can see in your textbook they have given the mangroves of the Coringa. How the plenty of trees is going around the seashores, in the corner of the river, in the corner of the seashore, in the corner of the plenty of water is where available. Plenty of oxygen is releasing from these plants. They are giving shelter to the animals also. Actually, this Coringa mangroves is situated where some Coringa Kakinada Bay. They are Kakinada, around 150 kilometers from the Visakhapatnam. Why is that? Vishaka. You can see there are plenty of the water is flowing from this bay into the oceans. The excess waters will enter into the oceans. So it's giving a shelter to the plants, shelter to the animals. When the plenty of this Coringa plants is growing to the surroundings, it's providing nutrition to the animals live in the particular regions. Plenty of oxygen will be released into the atmosphere. So the small information they have given. Next one is biotic components. What is this biotic components? So these are nothing but it's a living things. In biotic components we can see the producers, consumers, and decomposer also we can see. For example, in coringa ecosystems, in biotic components, producers, plenty of producers is there, like mangroves, like spirogyra, like euglena. There are so many types of eugencias. We can see the plenty of plants will grow in the particular regions because there is a plenty of water is available. You can see the blue-green algae. You can see the altrox, eulothrix. There are different types of plants we can see where the plenty of water is available. So we can see the plenty of plants is there, plenty of producers is there. You can see the plenty of consumers also. You can see the sharks, like hydra, like crabs, and so we can see some swarms, like some insects we can see, some tube worms we can see, like Daphne we can see that If the plenty of producers is there, plenty of consumers also is there in the particular regions. Whatever these decomposers, where plenty of producers and consumers is there are very more dead bodies of plants and animals is there. There are plenty of decomposers also is there to decompose the dead bodies of plants and animals. Detritivores. In higher classes we can see what is this detritivores, how they will detritus, how they will convert into amorifications, nitrifications, nitrogens, fixations. So bacteria and fungus will be decompose the dead bodies of plants and the animals. This is about the biotic components. And what is abiotic components? You know about the abiotic components. Abiotic components are non-living things. So soil, water, sunlight, sand. So everything comes under this. Salt, temperatures, air temperatures, everything comes under the abiotic component. There is a good relationship between the biotic components and the abiotic components. Next one is desert ecosystem. Desert ecosystem. What is desert ecosystem? So where there is a huge temperature is there, very less rain falls in the temperature, around 23 millimeter per year for annum. There is no rains. I think only once at a time in a year, rains will come in the deserts, like the Sahara deserts. But there are different types of deserts is there. There is no rains. So, but if there is no rain, huge temperature is there, like zero conditions we can see in the deserts. What producers is there? What consumers is there? What decomposers is there in this desert ecosystem? In the desert ecosystem, you can see a very shrubs, a very grasses, a small grasses, and very small trees in the desert ecosystem because there is no waters. So they do not have leaves. These leaves will be converted into thorns. They have a very small leaf, or else they do not have a leaves. They have a stem. So the stem photosynthesis will be takes place like cactus, moyabab trees. We can Brahma Jamnu, Naga Jamnu, you will call it Brahma Jamnu, Naga Jamnu. So we can see there is not at all plants we cannot see in the deserts. Producers are very less. Whatever consumers, if producers are very less in deserts, you can see consumers also very less in the deserts. You can see some rodents, consumers in the deserts, like rats, like a small, like a snakes. So desert snakes, the sand and the snakes are same in color. They will dig hole. Some rats we can see, some birds we can see in the desert ecosystem. What is the sip of the desert? Camel. Camel is the sip of the desert. Even 15 days it will not drink the water. It will store in the extra stomach in their pouch. Camel is the sip of the deserts. They will walk. They have a long leg, long eyelashes to protect from the sunlight. They will walk for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, for a week, for 15 days. So these are the consumers we can see in the desert. Is there any decomposers in the deserts? Yes, because very less decomposers we can see in the desert ecosystem because there is no producers, no consumers. If there is less consumers and producers, no need to destroy them to decompose their body. There is a few decomposers we can see in the desert ecosystem. These are the desert ecosystem: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Next one is forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem. All the forests are same in size, same trees we can see. No. There are different types of forest we can see. In some forest, every day rain will be there because where the plenty of plants is there the plenty of water will be evaporated into the atmosphere atmosphere, there is a plenty of rains is there. You can see every day rains. I think in some areas only one day they will see the sunlight throughout the year. Such type of places also is there. In some places only one day rains is there, like deserts. So there are huge different types of animals and different types of situations, temperatures we can see. So in the forest ecosystem, a very large plants we can see, like flora and fauna, trees, we can see shrubs, we can see creepers, we can see moss and fungi, we can see and other plants also. There are very large trees is there, small shrubs is there, some creepers is there like nulitigal. Like there is small plants, we can see a different types of plants in the forest ecosystem. Like herbivores, like carnivores, rodents, birds, insects, we can see. Because plenty of producers is there in the forest. So this is about the forest ecosystem. How scientists they will investigate on these plants and the animals. So they want to investigate, they want to observe the animals' picture, they want to take the animals' pictures. They will spend the hours and hours to capture the picture of the animals. They want to observe their behavior, how they are moving from one place to the other place. If there is a danger, how they are communicating the messages from one place to the other place, from one organism to another organism. We can see the animals' behavior also. When there is a danger, they will make different sounds. When there is happiness, they will laugh, they will cry. You can see the different behavior in the animals also. Then the last one is what is energy flow in an ecosystem? Energy flow and ecosystem. Actually, the energy will flow from one trophic level to the another trophic levels. We can see producers in the base. Second one is consumers, decomposers. Actually, this is they have given in textbook, but we can see the producers, second one is consumers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Energy always flow from one trophic level to the another trophic level. So energy, for examples, primary consumers depend on the producers. The energy flow from producers to consumers. The energy flow from primary consumer to secondary consumers. The energy flow from secondary consumer to tertiary consumers. While the energy flowing from one trophic level to the another trophic levels, around we can see 80 to 90% of energy will be lost, only 10% of energy will be flow. How? For example, if you take 1000 phytoplanktons, 1000 kgs of phytoplanktons, it is a food of the zooplanktons. When the energy flow from 1000 phytoplanktons to the zooplanktons, only 100 kg of energy will be utilized by zooplanktons. If fish eat 100 kg of zooplanktons, only the 10 kg of energy will be flow. If 10 kg fish will be captured by the human beings, they will remove all the flesh, bones, bones, everything. Only 1 kg of energy will be available. See how around 80 to 90% of energy will be lost from one trophic level to the another trophic level. This is the energy flows on an ecosystem. Energy always flow from base to the top, from producers to the tertiary consumers. So this is about, so 7th unit has been completed. Different ecosystem. In today's class we discussed only mangrove coral ecosystems. So it's about the information of the Bay of Kakinada. So the biotic components. Today homework. So you have to write the biotic components, producers, consumers, decomposers. And what is abiotic components examples? Write the desert ecosystem. Now, a desert ecosystem is very, very important. Right, desert ecosystem, producers, consumers, decomposers. Only 2 or 3 lines and examples. Two lines and examples. Finally, energy flow in an ecosystem. 2 marks questions. I think even in your workbook you can find what is energy flow in an ecosystem. Write about energy flow and an ecosystem. This is about the different ecosystem. Okay, mangrove moringa ecosystem. Thank you, students.